Hey guys, it is U.S.A. here, and today in this video, I am going to be installing the servo for my mini e-revo because my servo gears have stripped and the servo is no longer working. Let me demonstrate that. As you see, the steering no longer works because the servo has stripped the gears. So let's get into this video. Okay, so I'm going to start off by opening up the servo. Here is the servo that is going to fix the e-revo. It also comes with servo arms and servo savers, I guess, and extra screws, some nuts and bolts. I'm going to try and use the stock hardware. So first we're going to I guess remove the servo. It is held in with 2 screws right here and right there. Okay, so after you remove those 2 screws, you're going to want to flip the truck around, and you're going to need a 2.0 hex driver, and you are going to remove the servo horn from the servo. You're going to want to take this screw off right here. Okay, so after you got that screw removed, now you're going to use a flathead screwdriver and try to pop off the servo arm as demonstrated. Then after that, you're going to remove the gear cover held in with the screw right here. Because we're going to access the receiver box, then you're going to pull off the gear cover and then use your 2.5mm screwdriver. Unscrew the screw that holds in the motor. Then you're going to open this battery tray, slide out the ESC, pull the motor out. Then you're going to need a 2.0mm screwdriver, hex wrench. I don't know what you like to call it, but same thing. Then you're going to remove these 4 screws. One right there, one right there, one right there, and one right there. Okay, after you got those 4 screws removed, you're going to pull off the wire tie, followed by the receiver cover. Then you're going to pull out channel 1, which should be the closest to the bottom. Once you got that pulled out, you're going to pull out the servo wire. Then you are now going to pull the servo out to the bottom, and chuck it in the trash. Now you can install the new U.S.A servo. This is a Metal Gear servo, so it is definitely way more better than stock. You're just going to repeat the process. Plug it back into channel 1, and then you're going to close the receiver box. And when you do that, as you can see, there is a small lip on the receiver box. You're going to want to slide that under that part right there and screw it down, then screw down the wire tie. After you get those all nice and wired up and like neat. Okay, after you get all your wires tied up, now you're going to want to set the gear mesh just so that your spur gear doesn't strip out or get grinded. So you're going to need a flathead screwdriver, at least that's the way I do it. Then you're going to loosen it and separate it, not too much, but you should hear a slight click in between the two gears. So after you get that, install the gear cover. Now you'll need your radio again and plug in a charged battery. Turn on the car, turn on the radio, and if you can see here, it says steering trim. You're going to put that on the top. I don't know if you can hear that, but the servo is working. Now you're going to set your wheels as straight as possible. I don't have wheels on my e-revo yet, but this works. So after you do that, since this is a metal gear servo, and this is a metal screw, you're going to add some Loctite onto the screw before you screw it in. Just have to wait for it. Okay. You're going to add the lightest dab of Loctite. You don't want too much because you can get the screw stuck inside of the servo. Now you're going to screw it in. Then grab your servo guard, put that back on, and use the two screws that you took out. After you got that done, you should be ready to go. Now you can see the steering problem is now fixed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.